it negative 9. And the way to look at that one is to notice that when you do y equals x squared, it gives you answers for y. Now the negative in front, all it does is changes the sign on those numbers. So what's going to happen with that original U-shaped graph, or that original parabola, okay, so these points here are all now going to be the opposite sign for the y values. So this point is going to be, instead of positive 1, is going to be down at negative 1. This one will also get down to negative 1. These two will go down to negative 4, and then these two will go down to negative 9. So now your parabola, your U-shape, is going to be upside down. Okay, with the last two, y equals 2 to the x minus 8 and y equals 2 to the x plus 1, you're going to pay attention to what is happening in the y equals 2 to the x graph to start with. And if you subtract 8 from y equals 2 to the x, similar to the parabola, all that's doing is you're subtracting 8 from all the y values. With y equals 2 to the x plus 1, you're going to find y equals 2 to the x and add 1 to all the y values from your original 2 to the x graph. Okay, and I'm going to, again, highly suggest that you make a table of values for each of these from negative 3 to positive 3. Okay, again, I don't want you to just copy over answers. Okay, so from negative 3 to positive 3 for each of those. Okay, and I'm going to show you the answers. So pause the graph, and those are the first two. Okay, again, notice that this is your parabola shifted down 8 units. So the original center was here at 0, 0, and now it's shifted down to 0, negative 8. And then the negative x squared graph is now upside down, okay, from the original. And then here are your exponential graphs. Okay, remember the original started out lower, okay, for the red one, started out lower and shot up, and then it was higher compared to the blue one. So the blue one is down 8 from the original, and the red one is up 1 from the original. Okay, so the point of doing those graphs, okay, those parabolas and exponentials, is to show you that everything is not linear. Okay, and you have to pay attention to the form of these equations. Notice that 2 to the x minus 8 is not y equals m times x plus b, because x here is not an exponent. Okay, it's not an exponent. Okay, here x is an exponent. So those are two different types of graphs. For the x squared, again, 2 is an exponent, but when you look at it, y equals mx plus b, okay, y equals mx plus b means you're looking at mx to the first plus b, not x squared plus b. Okay, so these forms that we just graphed on this page are not linear, and again, you can see clearly by the graphs they're not linear, but also by the equation, you need to be able to tell by looking at the equation that they're not linear either. Okay, so that takes care of that packet.